You're listening to an AppleViz podcast.
Hello, everybody. This is Dennis Long, and I am here with a demo of Broadcast. Broadcast is spelled Broadcasts. Broadcast is a radio app. It is available on the following platforms: iOS, iPadOS, watchOS, tvOS, macOS, and Vision Pro. So it is available on everything. It uses the radio browser directory as its source for the stations, which means you could add a station to the radio browser directory and then use Broadcast to find it. Keep in mind, it would take time for the radio browser directory to update, or you can add a station manually, and I'll show you how to do that here in a second. Broadcast is free with a one-time purchase of $10. That's 10 US dollars, of course. The $10 unlocks unlimited collections. Collections are what we would typically refer to as favorites. You are allowed to save 5 collections or favorites if you don't pay for it. So, without further ado, let's get into Broadcast.
Apple Apps folder. Radio Apps folder. 20 apps.
Radio Apps.
Double tap to open in Radio Apps folder. Radio Apps. Heading. Broadcasts. Double tap to open. Status. Ready. Broadcasts. Delilah Digital only.
Okay, now that read a station that is down in my collection. So let's go to the top of the screen.
Toggle view. Button.
Okay, toggle view.
Add station. Button.
Add station.
All stations. Heading.
All stations, and of course it's going to put me on my collections because that's where I last was.
Find in all stations. Search field. Double tap to edit.
You can search in your collections here.
My collection.
My collection is where I'm at now. So let's go down and explore the settings. Let's check out the settings.
Tab bar. Settings. Tab. 5 of 5.
Now, that is the last tab. So let's go left to right.
Search. Collections. Browse. Tab. 2 of 5. Selected. All stations. Tab. 1 of 5.
Okay, all stations is the first tab you have.
Browse. Tab. 2 of 5.
Browse.
Collections. Tab. 3 of 5.
Collections.
Search. Tab. 4 of 5.
Search.
Settings. Tab.
And
5 of 5.
settings. So here we go. We're going to check settings out.
Settings. Heading. View. Heading. Appearance. Dark. List item size. Large. Button.
Okay, so it said large item button. Now we can change that. Let's tap on that here.
Regular. Button. Dismiss context menu. But selected. Large. Regular. Button.
Okay, so we're going to dismiss that. We don't really need to mess with that.
Selected. Dismiss context menu. Button. List item size. Allow artwork tinting. Switch button. On. Double tap to toggle setting.
That may be useful for some who can see pictures. Maybe you don't want them tinted. You can add your own station artwork to your stations. We'll cover that here briefly in a second. You'll see what I mean when we go to add a station.
Playback. Heading. Off. Button. Playback. Heading. Resume playback at launch. Off. Button.
Okay, resume playback at launch. So if you turn this on, what this will do is when the app opens, the last station you were listening to will automatically play. This is off by default, but a simple tap on this here where it says automatic playback off will turn it on.
Sync. Heading.
Sync. Now, what is that, you ask? Well, gone are the days where you're using a radio player that doesn't do iCloud backup and you have to reset your phone, or you get a new phone and for some reason that transfer doesn't come through and everything doesn't get transferred over, it will back up to your iCloud. So all your stations are backed up in the order you put them in. That is a really cool feature amongst many other ones that we'll get into here shortly.
Sync button.
Sync button. So let's show you what that is.
iCloud. Switch button. On. Double tap to toggle setting.
Okay, that's pretty self-explanatory. If you turn this off, it will not sync to iCloud. You don't want to mess with this, in my opinion. Let well enough alone. Let's see what else there is.
Sync. Button. Advanced. Heading. Advanced. Button.
Okay, I don't think we need anything under advanced, so we'll go on.
Accessibility. Heading. Accessibility. Button.
Let's check out accessibility. There's only one item here.
Assistive mode is a simplified read-only user interface for broadcasts designed for use with accessibility features like assistive access. Enabling this mode requires a relaunch of broadcasts.
Pretty self-explanatory. Again, we are voiceover users, at least for the purpose of this demo. I'm not saying there are not people that need this feature. There very well may be. But for this demo, we're not going to turn this on, so we're going to back out.
Accessibility. Button. Our apps. Heading.
Okay, and then
Accessibility. Heading.
that talks about their other apps. All right, so let's get into if we want to add a station. How do we do that? So let's back out of settings. Let's
Tab
go
bar.
to the tabs.
Selected. Search. Tab. Collections. Tab. Browse. Tab. 2 of 5. All stations. Tab. Browse. Tab. All stations. Tab. 1 of 5. Selected.
Okay.
All stations. Tab. 1 of 5. Toggle view. Add station. Button.
Personally, it's quicker, at least in my opinion, to go here because it's only 2 swipes to the right. Hit add station. Now, let me show you what you get here.
Browse. Button.
Okay, you have a browse button, and we'll show you that in a second.
Add manually. Button.
Add manually. Now, what's that, you ask? Let's tap on that, and then I'll explain to you what you have here.
Cancel. Button.
All right, so obviously you can name the station whatever you want. So let's say we wanted to name it AppleVis Radio. You would put that in where it says name field. Then you have to have the URL. So you put the streaming URL in the next field. But let's show you that.
Done. Button.
Okay, done. So that's pretty self-explanatory. Once you get everything the way you want it, you hit done.
Select image. Button.
Select image. Remember where I said you could have artwork and things of that nature? This is where you could select an image. You could select an image for your station's picture or what have you. So if it were Thomas doing it, he'd have a mouse, something to do with a mouse. You could put a picture of a mouse on your station.
Untitled station.
Untitled station.
Internet radio.
Internet radio. Keep swiping right.
Name.
Name. Now the next swipe is going to be your edit field.
Name. Text field. Double tap to edit.
Properly labeled. Name. Text field.
Address. Text field. Double tap to edit. Use URL to access misspelled words.
That has to do with this URL, the streaming URL. So you put that in there and that's it. You're done. But let's keep swiping right to show you what else there is here.
Artwork.
Okay, this is where you can add artwork.
Choose image. Button.
You can choose the image you want to add.
Choose image. Button.
And that's it. So there's really 2 places you can add a picture, but we probably wouldn't care about that. We would just want the name and the URL.
Cancel. Button.
So we're going to hit cancel.
Toggle view. Button.
Now we're going to go back into browse and I'm going to show you how to search by country. And then I'm going to get into some of the really cool things of this app because this app has some really awesome features and I haven't even touched on them yet. All right.
Add station. Button.
So we're going to hit add station.
Browse. Add manually. Button.
No, we don't want to add manually this time. We want to
Browse.
go to
Button.
browse.
Close. Status. Ready.
Okay. Now, by default, there's a couple ways you can do this. It should already have your country selected. If it doesn't, you would pick it from within here.
Countries. Heading.
Countries heading. I'll swipe right.
Kind and countries. Search field. United States.
United States.
Afghanistan. Albania. American Samoa. Andorra.
Okay. All I'm doing is swiping right here. So you could swipe right into next year, but we don't want to do that.
America. Algeria. Albania. Afghanistan. United States. Find and countries. Search field.
So
Double tap quick nav off. Search field. Is editing. Find and countries. Character mode. Insertion point.
we're going to type in United Kingdom.
N-I-T-E-D. United. K-I-N-G-D. O-M. Kingdom. Quick nav. United Kingdom.
Perfect. So I want United Kingdom. So we're going to select that.
Status. Loading. United Kingdom. Status. Ready.
All right. So now
Countries. Back button.
we've selected United Kingdom as our country. Now we're going to search.
Close. But United Kingdom. Heading. Find and stations. Search field. Double tap to edit. Click nav off. Search field. Is edit.
All right. Now we're going to type BBC.
C. BBC. Quick nav. BBC Radio 5 Live Proper. BBC Afrique Radio. Africa. Afrique. BBC America.
Let's tap that.
Preview. Button.
Now,
Pause.
let me explain what you just heard. Preview, play/pause. So, if you want to make sure the URL works, you hit the preview, play/pause button. Okay?
Add to. Button.
Add to button.
Details.
Okay, then it goes into details of the stream. So let's hit preview. Let's make sure this works.
Button. Preview. Button. Play / United Kingdom. Back button.
The face of an animal that is simultaneously adorable and deadly. Jeff Ewing,
Station.
a researcher
Heading.
who's worked in the art
United Kingdom. Back button.
has had to discourage a bear that was a bit too interested in
Now,
ARC 216. Codec. Documentary. Tags. https:/United Kingdom station. Head close. Button.
okay, a close button is at the top here, and that will close this.
Preview. Button. Play /
Remember, I said the preview button is what you do to pause the stream.
Preview.
Okay? So that pauses it when playing, and then if you want to go back,
Close. Button.
you hit the close. But we don't want to go back yet. We want to add this to collections. So let's hit that add button.
Preview. Button. Add to. Button. My collection. Button.
Okay? My collection is where I want it. And I hit that, and it should have added it there.
Dismiss context menu. https:// United Kingdom. Station. Head close. Button.
We're going to hit that close button to get us back to the search field where we could search again.
Toggle view. Button.
All right. So now we're going to go back to collections, and I'm going to show you one of the really cool features of this.
Tab bar. Settings. Tab. Search collections. Tab. Speech volume. 100%. Speaking rate. Search. Settings. Settings. Tab. More. Add. Collections. Heading. Find and collections. Search field. Recents. My collection. Play. Button. My
So we
collection.
want my collection.
93.9 WLIT-FM Light FM.
All right. So let's hit one of these stations here, and let's play it.
Selected. 93.9 WLIT-FM Light FM.
Approved. Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Delilah Digital Only. WLAN Awesome 98. Selected.
Let's find a station
Awesome 98.
to play music.
WNBL. Selected. WNBL.
All right. Now, your player will be at the bottom of the screen. So let's go to the bottom.
Tab bar. Setting. Search. Selected. Collections. Tap. Browse. Tap all stations. Tap WNBL.
Okay. There we go. Tap that.
WNBL. Double tap to open app. 98% back 5G. Cellular. 2 of dismiss now playing screen.
Rochester's 80 station.
Tab bar. Search. Selected. Collections. Browse. All stations. Tap. Share. But find with Shazam. Button.
Now, it has a Find with Shazam feature. Let's see what that does.
Edge of 17. Stevie Nicks.
See how it reads what the song title is? That's pretty cool. Now, let's go to the next button. Watch.
CarPlay audio. Sleep timer. Volume. 67%. Sleep timer. Button.
Okay, so you have a sleep timer. Let's explore that.
Sleep timer. 60 minutes. Button.
You can do an hour,
30 minutes. Button.
30 minutes,
15 minutes. Button.
15 minutes.
Selected. Disable. Dim. Button.
Disabled because I don't have a sleep timer set.
Dismiss context menu. Button.
We'll dismiss that.
Dismiss now playing screen. Dismiss now playing actions. Edge of 7. WNBL. Previous. Play/pause. Button. Next. Button.
All right, let's hit next.
Awesome 98. WVOR Sunny 102.3.
All right, let's hit previous.
Play/pause. Button. Previous. Button. Awesome 98. WMBL. Delilah Digital Only. 93.9 WLIT-FM Light FM.
All right, so there we go.
Play/next. But play/pause. Play/pause.
That is a demo of broadcasts. Again, some of the things I like is as you go to the stations, there's nothing you have to do extra. VoiceOver automatically reads the station you're going to. And when you press Finally Shazam, which of course tells you what song it is that's playing, it will tell you what is on the screen. That is really cool. So this is a very nice little radio app, and it is a one-time $10 to unlock unlimited collections. And it's just really cool. If you have additional questions, feel free to ask, and I will get into how to do things. If there's more you want to know, or we need to do a second demo, we can do that. But I hope you enjoy this demo, and I hope you find it helpful.
This podcast was brought to you by the community at applevis.com. Applevis, empowering people who are blind, deafblind, or who have low vision to get the most from Apple products and related technologies. A proud member of the Be My Eyes family. For more information, visit our website at www.applevis.com